Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and as we all know, The Sims 4 struggles a little bit when it comes to Sims personalities. Yes, we did just get an update that actually affected their autonomy and was slightly based upon the traits that we choose in Create a Sim, and yet we still only have 3 trait slots available. The aspirations aren't that different from one another, and also The Sims still lack those little things that make them them. I still firmly stand by the fact that The Sims 2 had the best personality system out of any Sims game, and that for me is based upon the fear and want system, the fact that you could choose like favorites, there was a chemistry system, and also the fact that the traits just seemed to work really well with The Sims. However, there has been a modder for The Sims 4 who has actually taken inspiration, direct inspiration, from The Sims 2 and injected some of that love into The Sims 4. Why do I use the word injection? I'm not allowed to get my vaccination yet. It's still on over 40s. I'm like 13 years off. Probably another like 13 months off, let's be real. UK, get your shit together. Enough about that though. This is MissyHissy's personality mod for The Sims 4. Like I said, it's inspired by Sims 2 aspirations. So what does it do? The personality mod adds 6 reward traits to the reward store. Each of these traits are inspired by the 6 aspirations from Sims 2. Family, fortune, knowledge, pleasure, popularity, and romance. Each trait costs 0 satisfaction points, so you literally don't need anything. You don't need to have played the game or your family. You can just download them when you want to, which I think is incredible, because you can just have your Sims have more personality straight out of the gate. I did have a whims overhaul. I have removed that for the purpose of this video so that we can see the whims that are inspired by MissyHissy's personalities. Each trait has its own set of whims, and those whims are directly inspired by the appropriate wants from Sims 2. Wants and fears system was chef's kiss. It was perfection in a life simulation game. I went back and played The Sims 2 last week on stream and had so much fun just because all of the little intricacies that The Sims 2 has. Because of this, reward traits act like a base personality and influence the whims your sim puts in. I had that whim overhaul because, let's be real, they practically scrapped whims like a few years ago. They disabled them from the get-go, so you have to go back into your settings to turn them on. If that doesn't shout the whim system is broken, I don't know what does. We haven't had any recent whim updates with any of the packs. Whilst there were some excellent whims available to suit each trait, I felt like many were missing. True. As a result, I set about creating my own. This mod contains around 40 new whims. So we have 6 like base personalities. I was holding up 6 fingers, don't worry. And also 40 new whims, which is a lot of information. Among those whims are several whims for individual careers. Each of those whims will only turn up if a sim has certain traits or skills. So these are, again, tied to your sim's personalities, their interests, their careers. Oh, this is what I want for The Sims 4. So these are just some examples of the ones. Obviously, we're not going to get every single one of these as I quickly play through for this mod overview. I am going to see like what I can create. I think you could also maybe have more than one base personality. I'm not 100%. I don't know if the whims would like conflict with one another if you had more than one. Because of the number of associated whims, this mod does require a large number of packs. So these are all of the packs that you need to have this like work perfectly. If you don't have any of these packs, it will just come up, you know, with the little like llama logo when something's like unrecognizable in the game. It's like that grayed out little llama with wings. That comes up and you can just click out of the whim, so it doesn't actually break your game at all if you don't have these packs. However, the creator does intend to release a full base game compatible version of the mod in the not too distant future, which is great. Fingers crossed for that one. It does also require the XML injector. They do link it. You can just download that, drag that over into your mods folder. You probably already have this if you use script mods, but if you don't, they do link it. And MissyHissy also has planned updates for the future. New whims. I want to include some new whims relating to later packs. Additionally, I want to include a few more to line up better with Sims 2, particularly for pleasure, family, and romance sims, and an interaction menu. I've had a request for an interaction to add the traits to the sim, so I'll be working to include this in an update soonish. So just instead of going through the lifetime aspiration, you could just actually click on like the pie chart. I actually don't mind that it's through the aspirations though and the reward store, because I feel like once you start like stacking mods on top of mods on top of mods, the wheel just gets extremely large on your sims and it's really disorientating. So I will link MissyHissy's page down below if you want to go download this mod, but let's check out how it actually works in the game. So obviously you got to go to your reward store, and then the 6 are listed from the get-go. Like they said, 0 points to get them. Romance sims crave lots of loving with as many different sims as they can find, so setting aside the time for them to chase those hot prospects is key. Fill their lives with hot, steamy nights and lust-filled days. In order to keep romance sims' lives long and exciting, we have popularity. Popularity sims desire flocks of friends and killer parties, so if they aren't on the phone practicing politics or dancing the night away, they probably should be. Their lives will be full with every friend, fair weather or not, and allow them to live long and famous lives. Pleasure sims love wild nights out, cozy nights in, and what most sims would consider the good life. They'll want to use objects that provide them with fun and comfort whilst avoiding activities that cause stress or equate to work of any kind. Pursue their whims of the moment, as these sims can change their tastes on a dime. Knowledge, want to know everything there is to know about anything, make sure they have time to study and explore every nook and cranny. Their lives are a simple equation. The more knowledge, the longer and brainier the life. Fortune, crave money, rising to the top of their careers, and just plain expensive stuff. They'll need all of these things in spades to keep their fiscally minded lives long and happy, and family need to be part of a big family, happy family. They need quality time with family members and lots of meaningful interactions with all the branches of their family tree. Keep them overflowing with familial bliss and they'll live long and fruitful lives. I wonder how that one works out in The Sims 4, because we all know that also family trees aren't the best. They get corrupted very easily in The Sims 4. So I think for Bella, her aspiration in The Sims 4 is actually party animal. So I am gonna go for pleasure sim for Miss Goth. It does look like you can get more than one. I don't want to test it just for now, but I feel like you can do that. For Morty, I am actually going to go for fortune. I know he's technically like a knowledge, but I kind of want Cassandra to have the knowledge one. And little Alex, I'm actually gonna give him, oh, we can't give him one. So this is only available for teens and above in The Sims 4, but let me go to their wants. So that's from the summer season. The good thing is it actually tells you what they are from. Ooh, here we go. He already has one. Earn 500 simoleons from being a fortune sim. Sims can earn money from careers, selling things they've crafted, and various skill interactions. I'm just gonna pin that one for the time being. That's the Renaissance sim. What's this one for? From the writer career. So he is in a career and he does have this. So go to work feeling inspired. Go to work whilst feeling inspired. To become inspired, have Mortimer take a thoughtful shower, read, or do creative work. From secret agent career, do intelligence research. Ooh, she actually wants to travel to a public venue due to her pleasure sim. Travel to a public venue by pulling up the world map and make an appearance. Let's go see Lil Cassie, she's about to chat to Morty. These are actually my personal save file sims, so if you're wondering why the gods look so different, it's because I'm currently giving all the EA townies actually like really good makeovers. I say really good. I personally think they're really good. I'm a big fan of all the makeovers that I have given to them so far. Ooh, there we go. Level up in the programming skill. To increase Cassandra's programming skill, have her program on the computer from being a knowledge sim. So you do still get some of the pack ones. It actually doesn't like diminish EA's stuff at all. Like you still get all of the whims that your sim wanted to do like originally because of EA and like the base game and also some of the packs. Obviously, we did used to get them quite frequently when it came to new packs. I don't know if Seasons was the last one. I feel like it probably was. But it really does just seem to kind of enhance what is already in the game. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I haven't played with like EA only whims a lot recently because I had the whim overhaul. But it definitely seems to enhance what was already in the game. Like for example, because she's a creative sim, it's actually going off her trait and she wants to become inspired because she is creative. Have Cassandra become inspired. To become inspired, have Cassandra take a thoughtful shower, read, or do creative work. And just in case you don't know, if you do have whims turned off and you're like, wait, I don't have these little thought bubbles over my sim's head, like where the heck can I get them from? If you actually go into the game options and then I think it is actually under gameplay. I just had to double check because I was like, is it under gameplay? But it is. So if you click on the gameplay option over here on the right hand side of the menu, you actually have a toggle that shows you whims, or if you untick this, you won't get whims in your game. But that is pretty much a summary of this mod. Like I said, it's made by MissyHissy, so big thank you to MissyHissy. I follow them over on Twitter. They are also looking at translating this. I think it's currently available in a couple of languages. I know German is definitely one of them, and they are currently looking for translators as well. So if you do play the game in a local language that isn't English, definitely get in touch with them if you're interested in translating it for them. This is obviously one of those mods that you're gonna notice over like a long period of time within your game. Like I can't show every single whim because I don't have a sim that has every single one, and like the creator said, it also depends on your career, the skills that you have, and also the traits that you have. So you might not ever see every single whim that they actually wrote. However, there's a good chance you will if you continue to play with it for a long time. But let me know how you feel about this mod down below. I love anything that sort of like makes the game just feel a little bit more alive and makes my sims feel a little more individual to one another. And like I said, whims are just a great way of like progressing your story. If you get a little bit stuck and you're like, ooh, what would my sim want now? And I really like the fact that this mod helps with that. But thank you all so much for tuning in. The link to the mod will be down below, and I will speak to you all in the next one. Bye now.